Hi guys, my name is Sab Obi. A few weeks ago, I promised you that I'm gonna show you how you can make withdrawal of your rewards in HyperFund Global. Actually, it's easy, and I didn't really want to do this because there are so many videos there that demonstrate how one can do that. And I could have just given a link, maybe from YouTube. Well, I thought that since I've promised you, those that are in my group, I'll show you the way you can withdraw. But for the purpose of those that are not in my group, I could have put a YouTube link here for anyone to go there. There are thousands and one of the links out there to demonstrate how you can make withdrawal of your reward from HyperFund Global. You may say, yeah, that is generic. You just want to see what I have made in this membership. Okay. For that reason, I will demonstrate it right now so that you will be well informed. So I've started sharing my screen. Basically, all my accounts in HyperFund Global, my family accounts and my main accounts, the purpose of buying the membership is to save all our rewards, just to be faithful to those that have been following me. That is why I allow this reward to accrue instead of rebuying, so that I can use it to demonstrate. All right, one thing you will take notice of or care of is HyperFund Global do reward members with HU hyper unit, and once you get up to 50 HU, you can rebuy, which means you will 3x your reward again, or you can withdraw your reward, then take it to exchange. There are so many exchanges. You can take it to can take it to Binance, OKEX, Bittrex, and a lot of them. Then when you take your MOF, molecular feature, because the HU has to be exchanged for molecular feature, which is a token by HyperFund Global. So that is the way that they reward the members in form of this token. So first thing first, you will transfer your rewards to financial, and then from financial you will exchange it to MOF, and after exchanging it for MOF, then you withdraw to exchange. Before you take your MOF to the exchange, make sure that that exchange supports MOF. That is, they have MOF as one of the tokens that you can trade on. Just remember that, very, very important. And remember that the cryptos are sold in pairs, so you will use it, you sell your MOF in order to get your Bitcoin or your USDT. as the case may be. All right. So what do we do now? You go to transfer. You can see transfer to member and also transfer to another account, to another bucket. Account here is within your HyperFund account. So you can see reward, transfer to financial. The other one is like when you deposit, yeah, you can transfer to other member. In this case, the member can use it to or buy a membership package, but that is USDT, not the HU. Okay, so let me go to what we're doing at the moment so I don't give you too much information that can confuse you. All right, so this is exactly what we are doing. With this, I know that I have up to 50 HU, so I am transferring all of my rewards to financial. Bear that in mind, because if you take it to offset, then you cannot use it. If you take it to anywhere other than financial, it might get stuck. So I confirm the transfer now, and yeah, now it requires me to put my transaction password, which you normally obtain when you were registering your account. I will stop sharing so that I protect my identity. Yes, very, very important. So you can see the transfer from rewards to financial has been successfully carried out. I did not do much other than putting my transaction password, and then it is successful. So let's go back. You can see now my rewards are 000 HU. Where did that money, where did that token go? It has gone to, my reward has gone to financial. You can see it. The whole 328.96 HU has been transferred from rewards to financial. The next thing that we have to do at this point is to exchange the HU to MOF, molecular features. So I click on exchange. It says it. The amount it is being exchanged there is 0.425975999. That is what the one molecular feature is to the HU. So it is very important to know that, because when you go to the exchange, you will see whether, because this is in the crypto world, it's a volatile market, you know. So if you go there and it has appreciated, that means you are even already making more than what it was by the time you withdrew, and that is really good. So I'm not advising you on what to do. What you do when you take it to the exchange is entirely up to you. I'm not a financial advisor, but in my own case, I watch the market and see whether there is appreciation and to sell it. If it goes down, then I will hold it. That is me. I'm not advising you on what to do. But where there is volatility, there is profitability. That is the way it goes. So now I am going to say exchange ore to molecular future. So there's a little fee that is attached to this exchange. Normally the platform takes 3 HU for the conversion, and it's a flat charge irrespective of the quantity that you are withdrawing. So that's why it is good not to just make withdrawal once it reaches 50, because the person that withdrew 2000 HU will pay the same three units like somebody who is just withdrawing 50. So it makes sense to allow your reward to accumulate. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here now is to put my transaction password. Exchange has been conducted successfully. So you can see that exchange successfully. So that is that. What one has to do now is to withdraw the molecular feature. You go to withdraw. So there is a fee attached to this, which varies depending on the time that one is making the withdrawal. And let me point out, this fee has nothing to do with the platform or HyperFund Global. It is a transaction fee by the network, the Ethereum network, where this has to be processed. So you will always keep an eye on this because it varies. It depends on the time the withdrawal is made. Sometimes when there is congestion in the network, then the mining fee will be high. But when there is less congestion, then it will be less. In this case, it is around, by approximation, 51.05 MOF. So you have to bear that in mind that this is a fee that you will pay to take this to the exchange. What I will advise you is to Google it, and then you can find out the fee. If it is high, you can suspend withdrawal to do it on a later time when the fee is less. That is the best thing that one can do to minimize cost. Okay, so at this juncture, what you have to do is to put the address of the exchange where you want this withdrawal, where you want to send your molecular feature. So in this case, you can see here recipient address. So you have to add your recipient address, whether it is in WHO, whether it is OKEX, whether it is in Bittrex. Actually, Binance doesn't have MOF, so there is no point talking about Binance. But So I will happily take my WHO exchange MOF address. You can see it once I click on that, then it takes it. And now I'm happy to take all of it to the exchange. I check all. It says 772.25 MOF is what I got from this exchange. So I will now put my transaction code and then get verification code that will be sent to me. Verification code has been sent, which I have to quickly get right now and then type it in. I have 1 minute to do this. 1 9 9 0. Boom, you see it. The request has been submitted successfully. So I can go to the withdrawal record now, which will show pending. So in this case, it says pending approval. It will take around 24 to 48 hours for this withdrawal request that have been made for it to be processed. And once the withdrawal has been processed, the amount now it has increased 737. You see, that's what I'm getting now. Even within this short time interval, it has appreciated a little bit. I pray that by the time in the next 24 hours, it might go up higher. And that is how you make more money from your reward. And then at the exchange, I will use limit order to sell it. And normally I don't sell with a market price because it attracts more charges there and you don't get better bargain. But that is a story for another day. What I will do now is to stop this, and if the withdrawal is approved, hopefully, then I will continue this recording to show how I sell my MOF at WHO exchange. Fingers crossed. Hi guys and girls, this is Sab Obi again. Yesterday I started demonstrating how you can withdraw HyperFund Global Reward and how you can convert the MOF and transfer it to the exchange, and then you can do whatever you want to do with it, like to use it to buy USDT or Bitcoin. So the withdrawal was made yesterday, and like I said, it takes about 24 to 48 hours to reach the exchange. So the good news is that I didn't take all that time, so now it is already in my WHO exchange. and then I will continue where we stopped yesterday. So here we are. I am now at Blue Exchange. Like I said, you have to make sure that you send your MOF to the platform that supports MOF, that has the pairs where you can trade it with, and who is one of it. Let me search MOF. So I've given it in the MOF. So that was the value that was deposited yesterday. 737.114643 MOF. So in this platform now, what one has to do now is in more spot trading, you can see the pair that is displaying now is BCH/USDT. That's Bitcoin Cash, but that is not what I have. What I have is MOF. You say it, MOF, to be traded against USDT. There is no other pair here now that you can trade MOF with. So we go ahead. You can see now, yes, when I withdrew yesterday, it was within the range of 0.4 2 or 3, I believe. I can check that up, but now it is selling at 0.44876. That is what you will get by trading one MOF. What are we doing now? For the purpose of this, I could allow it. Yeah, when you get to this point, you know, this is, if you are familiar with forex trading, you can say that this graph will show you what is happening in the market. Now it is consolidating. If you go to this point, you can see that you can say, okay, what time are we having here? You can see that on this date, it sold up to 0.59233, which means it was very high. Then due to, I won't say volatility, but the market is not always constant. It goes up and down, the zig and a zag. So at this point, it fell up to this point, and then started climbing again, and like that, a zig and a zag, and this is consolidation. But I'm not gonna bore you with that. What I'm trying to establish now is that this is the price that at which you can sell now. If you want to sell it, we use market order. This is what you're going to get. But you can have it sold at a better time by using limit order, and then you can choose like 0.54, 534, or anything in that neighborhood. If you check that, you can see that it was area of support where it is resting now. and don't mind the spike. You can get it up to that, but I'm not greedy. You can put it at this, following the market. You look at the left side. So that is the way it is. If you want to make more money, you can keep it at that level in order to sell it. Otherwise, you sell it at this market or the market price. And what I will do now is to show you how you can use market order or market price to sell. And then I will keep the rest and also use it to show you how you can place your limit order. I think that will be really beneficial. At the right side, this is called order book. Those in red are the sellers, and this in green are those that are buying. Usually you will like to sell at high price. So you can see actually this graph now is showing the activities in 1 day. It is on 1 day chart. You can change that. Normally trade within 1 hour, 4 hours. That will be good. That will show you much activities in the market. The price of molecular feature has come down. So what I will do is, just for the purpose of demonstration, to sell a little bit and then put it in a way that I will benefit. Actually, it's not really down compared to when it was withdrawn. So when you look at this graph or at this point, you can see I have the available MOF is 737.114 MOF, and this is the market price. And with this, you can now, like in this case, I want to use market order to sell some of my MOF. So I can put, like, say 50 MOF, or I can say 25% of it, or 50% of it, or 75% of it, or 100%, which means sell all will be sold. But that is not what I want to do now. So I want to sell only part of it with market order. And when you look at this, you can see limit order, market order, and then take profit, and SL means stop loss. We are not using that option. We concentrate on this. Usually I don't sell at market order, but just for demonstration, I will show you how. You don't have the space now to put the price, because you are accepting the best available price now in the market. The only thing you can put here is the quantity that you want, like say 25% of 737 is 184. But let me not really put that. Initially I put 50. Let me just make it 60. So I am selling my MOF 60, and what it can just give me is 26.57 USDT by approximation. So once I hit on this sell MOF, what it means now is that I will sell this 60 MOF and get 26.57 USDT. It will just go straight away, fill it up straight away, because this is the market price. One thing I have to say here is that for cryptocurrencies that don't have much liquidity, it's not really good to sell at market price, because it will just give you the price we get will not be the same, because it will just search and then give you the best price. And if the best price is not enough compared to what you want to buy, like you are selling much, it will just go to the next, to the third, until all the quantity that you want is paid. So that's why it is not advisable to use market order, because you are not really going to get a constant price. Remember that. So I hit sell. You see, order placed. We go back now, you will see, if I go to balance now, you see my my MOF has reduced. So it's now 677.114. That means the 60 has gone out of the hole that I had before. And what it means now is the 26 point something USDT will be now in my balance. Let me just demonstrate that by going back to balance, because here we are in the trading area. See here now that we have the USDT to have been added to the little one that I had there before, around 4 USDT. So you can see that we have 30.88 USDT, where I have to demonstrate how I will use limit order to sell the remaining MOF that I have here. I told you earlier that with limit order, you can choose the price that you want to sell it. So let me say the market price now is on this 0.44471. So what I can do in this case now is I can go to 0.45, 0.4560, yeah, and then I will rather say let half of my MOF be sold. You see, I have this balance. So instead of typing whatever, I can simply go here and say 50% of this quantity be sold. So that is 60% of what I have is that 338.557 MOF, and that will give me around 154.38 USDT. That's dollars. So when I click on sell now, because limit order, it will not be sold immediately. Rather, it will just place an order that if this price happens to go up and reach this point, which is 0.4560, then automatically my trade will be triggered. So it will be filled up and then it will be sold. Or if there is somebody that want to buy, that just want to get it quick, we just take it immediately without even this coming to that point. But the truth of the matter is that once it gets to this, it will just automatically sell. So I don't have to babysit the trade. That's the fancy of the whole thing. I will just go ahead and say order placed. So that is it. I've placed order at 0.456. If you look at the bottom of the table now, you can see it. I've placed an order at this time, and this is the price, and this is the quantity of MOF that will be sold at the 50%, and this is the USDT I'm getting from selling of 338.557 MOF molecular features. Zero has been filled, so a pending order, and yeah, it will be paid whenever the market comes to that level. So you can see now that what I'm having now is basically half of what I've just sold now. And I can now be more brave and say, let it sell at let me sell at 0.464. In fact, I can even go higher than that because I know the market. You see that it was sold at 0.47. I think that is the highest it has reached within this time. Not about a few days ago, it was on that level. So I can not be really, I can say not to be really greedy, but just take it up to this. It's not that much. You can, on a volatile situation, you can easily go to this level. You can even go to 0.47. You know, where there is volatility, there is profitability. So just do what you like. I'm not giving you advice. This is what I'm doing, what I want to do. Even though I'm using it for demonstration, I will do what I usually do. So you might decide to go a bit lower, and then get sell it quicker. So it all depends on what you want and how fast that you want it. So let me say 0.670. Yeah, that is the price. As regards to the amount that I want to sell, now I can say 100%. I could have even say 25% of it and then put it much higher price to say the remaining, but let me not just be too, yeah. So that's it. Now I've chosen to sell the balance or the remaining, the available MOF. I place a second order now, and then it will just put it as part of my open order. Remember, yeah, so I have 0 MOF. Now that means I've sold all that I have. Not really sold, I placed order on all that I have. You can say it. One. So all things being equal, I believe before the end of the day, it will reach at least my first order will be paid and sold, and then I will get the corresponding USDT. So that is the way you place your limit order. So you have gotten your USDT by selling it at OKEX. Actually, like I said, you can sell MOF also at Bittrex. We're now at Bittrex. And here you have option of selling your MOF directly to BTC and also USDT. That's the good thing about Bittrex Global. And also, for those that are in the USA, Canada, in fact, North America, you might have issues with who exchange and maybe OKEX and partly Binance. You know, there are so many states in US, so different states have different restrictions, and it has been a pain in the neck over there. In United Kingdom, we are so lucky. the rule is a bit relaxed here, so we can hop from one exchange to the other. There's no big deal about that. You will not transfer your MOF direct to Binance. Remember, I said that they don't have MOF as one of the listed currencies. You can see here now I am at the market, the spot market. You can see the page they have. You can see that you can see repos with BNB. You can see polka dot against BNB. So okay, let me just try to put MOF. You see, no record found, so they don't have MOF here. So that is the main reason why I warned earlier that it should not try to deposit your MOF direct to Binance. Rather, what you can do is to after trading your MOF in another exchange like who, then you can deposit your crypto like USDT here. So that is what I will rather recommend. So this is what you're gonna do. If you want to transfer your USDT to Binance in order to buy your local currency and then deposit into your bank account, you can see that the USDT that we got here from market order is still at the market. So you have to transfer it to balance. And this is what it does. Transfer asset. Transfer all. Asset to balance. Then submit. You see it has been transferred to balance. It's no longer here. If you go to balance now, you will see the USDT. So actually the USDT has been withdrawn from the spot account, and it is ready now to be transferred or withdrawn. As you can see, you have these networks. You have TRC for Tron network. You have ERC for Ether. The three basic ones that we normally use, and the Omni, which is your BTC blockchain. So these are the networks. I will rather encourage that you transfer or withdraw TRC20 using you transfer your USDT using TRC20 because of the cost. ERC, Ethereum network, charges so much, so I don't encourage that. But with this, you can, I think, who charges just is it a ridiculous amount? 10 cents, 10 cents, not even up to $1 for that. Whereas if you are using ERC20 Ethereum network, you will spend not less than $15, $18 or more, depending on the time, the conjunction. So what you have to do is you put the wallet address, or in this case, your USDT wallet address from Binance. You put it here, and then you put the amount that you want to withdraw. Like in this case, not much. You can say all. So If you put all, then it will fill it. If you go to your Binance and get this address, that is what I have to demonstrate now, how to get it. So we are now in Binance. So once you're here, or you can see deposit and withdraw. Binance is so like just like any other exchange, but even more complex. That's why so many people shy away from it. But like I said, you just do what you want to do with it, and then you will just feel your way. This is not tutorial for how to use Binance. So let's keep it straight to the point. If you come here, BTC, that is not what we're depositing. So, but this is the address for BTC. This is where you will get the address of the any crypto that you want to deposit. In this case, USDT. Yeah. Okay, that's it. You can see it. So you can see it. This is USDT, and this is the address. My USDT address at Binance. This is it. So you can copy it. You see here, copy, or you can use scan. But one thing you have to bear in mind is what I said earlier. Now it is on a ERC20, which I said that is expensive. So I will rather change this address. You see, this has changed. The other one that was displaying was the ERC. So I've changed it to TRC20. This is the one that is cheap. You copy it. So we're back to who? Like I said, the address that you copy from Binance, you just put it there. Just put it here. So you paste it here. Remember, if you look closely, while we were at Binance, it just made it clear. Make sure you only deposit USDT to this address. You have to remember that, because any mistake here can cost you your money. You have to deposit USDT using USDT address to another exchange. Otherwise, you will lose your money. Just don't make this mistake. And remember that this is TRC, and yeah, the charge will be considered just 10 cents as compared to using ERC20 for making the transaction. So the only thing you have to do now is to put your the security checks, enter the password, SMS code, email verification, and Google two-factor authenticator. That is 2FA. It generates 6 digits, which you should know by now. And once you do that, you are good to go. I'm not doing it because I'm not transferring this label amount. I'll allow it to be marked before I transfer. So once you do that and click on submit, then the rest will be done by the network, the blockchain. We go just through the chain, and then after series of confirmations, your USDT will be deposited in your Binance, and then you take it up from there. That it is. So here we are at Binance. I'm not gonna go through how you trade your USDT to your local currency, in this case GBP, because it's basically what we did before, like trading MOF for USDT. This video is already long. Going through the process will make it even much more longer and even more confusing when it is not supposed to be so. So let me just move a step further. We have in Binance, we have two options. Okay, we go to option 2. That is, you can put the amount that you are withdrawing to your bank account. Just we stop the process anyway, just for demonstration. You know, so I have more than 50 available. So yeah, because they will charge you £1.50 for this transaction. If you take 50, then you have £48.50p. What I normally do is, depending if I really want a full number, I can write 6 point. I can make it 51.50 so as to get exactly £50. You see. So if you continue now, you just have to put your details and then confirm, and that's it. Because I'm not doing real withdrawal, I'm just demonstrating. I will not continue from there. But with this, you can see that it is doable. Yeah, so we have done it. It's just pretty that cool. You know, we have done it. We have done everything about withdrawal from HyperFund Global account, taking your MOF to who exchange to Binance, and then from Binance to your bank account. But I know you will say, but Sam, I didn't apply for all this. You know, it looks like kind of complex. Well, I will tell you that if you watch this over and over, you will see that it's not all that complex. I quite agree. Yeah, some people say, you know, just kind of patronizing. Yeah, if I can do it, anybody can do that. But in this case, I think it's kind of exaggeration. Yeah, it's not all that so simple. But I will tell you, around December 2019, yeah, I just came into this space. Okay, actually, it was passive, you know, but it was in crypto space where I have to deal with wallets and stuff like that, you know. Then it was just in June, yeah, June 2020 that started kind of having courses in Forex, and then pay my way through, you know. Well, I can tell you, like, withdraw in this form doesn't really require so much like learning forex trade. The only thing that as a forex trader you will find comfortable here is like the chart, you know. It will help you because you will see the price action, what is going on in the market. You know, you can see the area of support and resistance, and then know when to sell and when to buy a crypto based on the chart. You know, you can see the moving average there, you know. Yeah, with exponential moving average and stuff like that, like Bollinger Band, we have that in Binance, because in Binance Advanced Option, it can use TradingView to analyze the chart. But you don't need all that, you know, don't need all the stuff like technical analysis. You don't need Ichimoku. You don't need Fibonacci retracement and expansion. You don't need all the stuff, you know. So what you need here actually is just to know a little bit about yeah, resistance and support, and that has nothing to do with learning so much, you know, like going into all those stuffs in forex. You just to know that when the price is low, it is the best time to buy, and when it is like climbing up here, reaching this zone, going up, like then it is the time to sell. That's it, you know. So stuff like exponential moving average or things like that will only help you to know, because they're kind of dynamic support and resistance, you know. All those head and shoulder stuff that they talk about in forex trading, you don't need all of that, you know. So when I came into this, you know, just it took me a few days, but now I think I'm okay with it, and I won't say if I can do it, you will do it, but if you put a little effort, you know, when it comes to withdrawal, I believe you will do it. You will do it in the sense that after buying your package, you bought it to be rewarded, and when you know that after your reward has been accumulating, that you need to take the token out and then exchange it. I believe you find time to know how to do it, and believe me, it will be rewarded. And moreover, in hyper community, it's really a global community. I can tell you that they have system in place to make sure that every member receive quality education. You know, there are technical training, leadership training, and then in the technical training, you will just learn all these things. You will not be on your own, you know. And I can tell you, this is priceless. It's not only about investment or learning crypto world or whatever. If you buy your membership here, you know, you get so many rewards. And one of it is knowing much about crypto. And you can use it anytime, any day, anywhere. Nobody can take it away from you. People pay thousands to learn this. I know how much I spent when I registered for my basic forex trading courses online. So this is a given. And I can tell you that if you seize this opportunity, you will really have fantastic rewards. So guys, like I said, it's very rewarding, you know. You just only have to make time and learn the few things, you know, which you'll be helped in the technical training to know how to withdraw your rewards, you know. So you just have to spend time, 1 week or so. If you bring up 1 week, you will learn it. And I can tell you, it's worth investing time to do. You just get the knowledge, get the skill, and it will help you in your crypto world, in this space. You know, it's just about knowledge. So whoever that said that knowledge is expensive, then you have to try out ignorance and then see how costly it is, you know. So that's it. So guys, have fun. Thank you for listening and enduring to the end. I know it's a pretty long video, but it was the onion. Thank you so much. Cheers. Bye. Au Wiedersehen. Au revoir. And Sayonara.